Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
How will Obama save his presidency and continue to not get his government takeover of health care, which funds the big banks, through? To get his UN Law of the Sea treaty through? To get all of these different programs through? Well, many of his advisors are saying that they need a big terror attack to get that job done. So the Google search term for today, we haven't done this in a week, it needs to go to number 1. 3 words you search together: save his presidency. And then we have another term, if you want to, we've had number 1, number 2, and number 3 before when we've done this. Let's see if we can be successful. Obama terror attack. Search the term Obama terror attack as 3 words. That's the second search. Obama terror attack is 1, but the main search term is save his presidency. And if you type save his presidency into Google News or Google Web, it's already Paul Joseph Watson's article. So when it goes to number 1, the first link everybody's going to click on will be save his presidency, and they'll learn about false flag terror. This is so important. I'm telling you, it's one of the only cards they've got to play, is staging a terror attack. And we've got an article with the Pentagon, his advisors, Democrats, Republicans, saying we need terror attacks so the people will love us, so they will see our leadership as strong and as good. Now, I got a host of issues I'm going to be speaking with former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson and for the balance of the hour, but I'm also going to bring up some other issues for him. And here's Politico. Ex-governor emerges as next Ron Paul, kind of the young Ron Paul. And he's really getting out there promoting himself. Is he getting ready for a presidential run? Could he be vice president with Ron Paul? I don't know. People have been putting a lot of names out there. You know Ron Paul's going to run. Would he go for VP? Would he? I mean, he's very popular, Gary Johnson. And so, and by the way, we got contacted by his folks about having him on. That means he's really wanting to get out there. And so I like him. I like a lot of his policies. He's a real libertarian. I wouldn't say on his voting record he's as good as Ron Paul, because Ron Paul's almost perfect. But hate to say perfect, but he pretty much is with a voting record. So we'll be talking to Gary Johnson coming up here in just a few minutes after this quick break. And we'll get into just a host of issues with him on the other side of this break. Before we go any further, the folks at Gusset Clothing have been deluged with phone calls and emails because they only did this special on my show. And it wasn't on their main page. You had to go to the banners at Infowars.com to get free shipping when you buy 2 pairs of their great Made in America jeans and a free T-shirt of your choice. A free T-shirt and free shipping. I mean, that is a huge discount. It's a great deal, and it's Made in America. Did I mention that? With a Don't Tread on Me shirt, Diamond Gusset with a motorcycle on the front, Defender, Don't Tread on Me. So for everybody that's been trying to get to the special, they've created a special page. It's gusset.com/Alex. Gusset, gusset.com/Alex. And that's how you get over there to get the free T-shirt and shipping when you buy 2 pairs of their great jeans. Check it out today. It's just wonderful Made in America products. And lastly here, I want to tell you about Safe Castle. I'm proud to welcome this great sponsor, a well-known company in the preparedness field, Safe Castle. You can check them out at prepared.pro. That's Prepared.pro. Prepared.pro. You can also get to their store from prisonplanet.com banner, where you can see their ad on the right side of the page. These folks have been in the readiness, preparedness business for almost 10 years. They're fond of saying that they are in the business of selling steel-plated peace of mind. They sell everything you need and more to be ready for what's coming down the pike: survival gear, supplies, and even steel-plated underground shelters and safe rooms. Tell them I sent you. Again, that's www.prepared.pro. Prepared, pro, prepared.pro for professional crisis preparedness assistance. All right, former New Mexico governor coming up.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Remember when I said you spell freedom F-O-O-D? It's really true. Legislation is in the process of restricting the growing and sharing of food. And a record number of Americans, over 43 million, depend on the government to feed themselves. Food prices are going up for Americans. Prices are going up, even for eFoodsDirect.com. This will require their first price increase in 3 years. The most important thing Americans can do for their own freedom and survival in these hardest of times is to get supplies of high-quality storable food. Because of the huge response to this buy 3 and get 1 free special, eFoodsDirect.com will continue this special until September 27th. Right now, you can buy 3 and get 1 free at the old prices. But move fast, because this offer ends September 27th. Call 1-800-409-5633 or on the web at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633 or on the web at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. Put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Thomas Jefferson. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Well, he's always been active, but I've been seeing a lot of him in newspapers and on television. He's been traveling all over the United States. It's safe to say that former New Mexico Governor Gary E. Johnson is on a major offensive against tyranny in defense of liberty. And it's pretty obvious that he is gauging right now of their support, and I think there will be, for him to run for president coming up in the 2012 election. He, of course, was a very popular governor of New Mexico from 95 to 2003. He's the chairman of the policy advocacy organization, Our American Initiative. And Mr. Johnson has, again, also been a lot of media speculation as the possible candidate for president in 2012. Here's a Politico headline. It says, ex-governor emerges as next Ron Paul. Another headline, legalize marijuana to stop the drug cartels. Yeah, no kidding. So he literally agrees with Ron Paul on many, many subjects. And he is young and not a bad-looking fella. And so we certainly want to draft him for office. But how do we get you to run for president, or even better yet, to make Ron Paul even stronger? Would you run as a VP with Ron Paul?
Well, Alex, First of all, I feel like I've arrived now that I'm on your show, starting Our America Initiative the 1st of December, which is really to just put a voice to the outrage over the fact that we're bankrupt. But what I am engaged in right now is a 501c4, Our America Initiative. It's an advocacy committee. I'm the honorary chairman, which allows me to raise money, speak out on the issues of the day. I get to be a political activist here. But I can't make any statements, forward statements regarding political office or intentions, or I get sideways with my legal status. So how's that for a cop-out on talking about future political office?
But if Ron Paul contacted you, you'd certainly take the call.
I would definitely take the call. And, you know, I'm a Ron Paul fan. I supported him, endorsed him during the last presidential cycle. And like I say, I just think he's brought about a heightened awareness of a lot of really important issues that face this country.
The fake war on drugs, only empowering the drug cartels, the wars being based on fraud, all the same issues that you've covered. He talked about derivatives back when they started selling them 11 years ago. You've been exposing that. Let's get into the economy first, Gary. I mean, it seems like this nightmare is never going to end. We're clearly in a double-dip recession going into depression, many economists say, but the Obama administration says that we've been out of recession for 15 months.
Well, you know, I really think that we're on the verge of really implosion in this country, that we are on the verge of financial collapse. And if I could sum up one word to describe present policy, it would be uncertainty. And if there's one word to provide or one goal, it would be to provide certainty. And that certainty would be to right the financial ship, would be to slash spending, looking to reduce taxes across the board, and that financial collapse. On Friday of this week, Portugal comes to market with its debt, and nobody buys it, and that's the jitters that end up questioning all government's debt. And
well, Governor, I've got a Wall Street Journal article here saying the Fed is quietly buying U.S. treasuries now. That's monetization. That's Weimar Republic, Germany. That's Zimbabwe, Africa.
Well, I think that's been going on ever since for 2 years now, and not only that, as you're well aware, they're buying long-term bonds. It'll be interesting with the audit the Fed bill that Ron Paul sponsored and passed. I am not privy to what the details of that bill are, but it'll be interesting to see just to what extent the Federal Reserve is doing this. Imagine Bernie Madoff being able to print his own money. That's what we got here.
You're up in Fort Worth right now. You just gave a speech, didn't you?
I did. Republican women here in Fort Worth. I'm a Republican, and addressing, in this case, the Republican women's group is what I'm saying resonating. Based on this lunch, you know what? I'm going to continue to stay on the road here for a while.
This is an important question because it'll give us an idea of what you think is most important. What did you talk about in your speech to the Republican women?
Well, really, A through Z, the fact that we are bankrupt, that we've got to slash spending, that spending needs to be cut by 43%. And to do that, you're talking about the biggies, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. You're talking about having to reform all those areas to see them potentially viable into the future. Medicare being the big one. I mean, $100 trillion in unfunded entitlement liability going down the line. Defense. A believer in strong national defense, but also someone who questions or believes that our national security is not being threatened in either Iraq or Afghanistan. I'd have been on record prior to Iraq. Look, don't we have the military surveillance capability to see them roll out any weapons of mass destruction? If that happened, we could go in. We could have dealt with that as a surgical strike. I thought that our initial military strike into Afghanistan was completely warranted. I thought that was about getting Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda, but they're not there anymore. So we're building roads, schools, bridges, highways, and hospitals in Iraq and Afghanistan, and we're borrowing 43 cents out of every dollar to do this? We're nation building worldwide when don't we have our own nation to build? We're bankrupt.